I'm not claiming to be an expert in this field by any means. If anything, you could literally click off and you're gonna lose. Well, you probably will lose some benefit by not watching this video if you're not, if you're not interested in it or if you don't know much about fashion, okay? Because I know a little bit. I've been around a little bit to know something that's worth knowing, okay? I'm not gonna try to define what fashion is because I don't know what fashion is professionally, okay? I just try it and do it and it just works for me. I like the way I dress. I call it fashion. You might call it this, you might call it that. I call it my style, It's just the style that I have, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why I kind of need to talk to you guys about this because of my experience specifically, okay? So actually last winter, I believe it was February, and I was at a leadership conference on my college, and since I'm involved in things that can potentially develop me into like a leader in the future, I had the opportunity to show up at a leadership conference, thanks to some of the advisors there. And I pulled up not expecting anything, didn't know what to expect at all, did not know the attire, so I just kind of wear what I kind of wanted to wear, okay? Because I was going alone, didn't really know a lot. So what I did was I got up, brushed my teeth, did everything, and then I decided to start trying out outfits. I put on a suit first. I was like, shoot, this might be a little too much. I had a suit and I had like a little fun tie that I like to wear sometimes. I put that on. I was like, shoot, this feels like a lot. You know what I mean? So I was like, took it out. What I did next is I took a blazer and I took a polo and I put it on, both of them on and stuff. And then I put some dress pants, dress shoes and stuff. I put them on and I popped out and went in my car and drove to the place. And I got there and I was like, dude, what the heck? Why am I overdressed for this? Not everybody's like dressed as well as I expected them to dress like. So I was there just feeling, I was like, nah, I look good anyway. I'm getting compliments and stuff. I like that. I'm just gonna keep it on and stuff, not change. So I did. And then the conference, it started. We had the keynote speaker, whatever that means. I don't know what it means. I believe her name is Nicole Salas. She's known for her, I don't know, she's a good speaker. She does all that stuff. I don't know. She just spoke a bunch of stuff about how we're supposed to be as young people who are rising to become leaders in the future. So she spoke, it was really good generally, but it got to a point where she started like scanning the room, looking around and stuff, and she came to my table by surprise. She picked me. Okay, she didn't pick me because of something that somebody said to him, because of what somebody did, because of a specific person that was sat to my table. She picked me because of what I was wearing, okay? Now, that is a reason why you should always dress good instead of, not dressing well or just putting on something just because, okay? That is one reason, and that story kind of makes me feel qualified to kind of talk about this, okay? Even prior to meeting her or to her choosing me because of the way that I dressed, I still had the sense of fashion that I had that day, okay? I still dressed well. I still looked good. I still felt good. And I was pretty known, on my church here and there. I was known for the guy who always looks good, dresses good, and that makes me feel really good about myself. And this is the reason why I kind of want you to think about the way that you dress, because the way that you dress is very important. Number one, the way that you dress makes a really good first impression, okay? As a college guy, you're still young, looking for opportunities. You really want that first impression to be in your favor. Let's say that you guys are going out, to eat. You got invited by a friend. All of a sudden that friend knows somebody and they meet, they say hi to each other, and you look good. You're feeling good, looking good, and that person which was saying hi to your friend looks at you and, shoot, that guy looks good. Tell me about your friend. You know what I mean? It kind of welcomes that interaction. You know what I mean? So that's a positive side of looking good. Best first impression. It works. Literally, it doesn't take anything away from you except time for putting that on and thought for putting that on. That leads us into the next aspect of it, is intentionality, okay? Imagine you throw a party or you throw like a gathering or whatever you want to call it, and then you tell, hey, I want everybody to look this way, to dress this way, you do that, and then it comes that one person who comes in and dresses completely opposite from the way that you wanted them to dress. And they're still having a blast, but you, on the other hand, are not, because they show that they really don't care about, your thing or what you wanted. So, like, they really don't care about, they just don't care. Like, you just get that sense of, maybe I'm not going to invite this person back because this guy just doesn't want to get the right attire when we even put it up and stuff, Which isn't like, that's not a very good social opinion for people to have for you, because that's gonna do nothing but bring down your reputation and your, like, your social value or whatever you want to call it. So good first impression, intentionality, and generally just showing that you care about that specific person or that event, that you took time to look good, smell good, and then you feel good after that. That's a bonus, you know? Like, you can't really wear a suit that fits you really well, put some nice loafers on, some nice long socks on, and a nice tie, good jacket, and then you show up and you feel like a bum. You just feel, you don't feel good. There's no way. If you want to taste it, go purchase a suit or wear a suit, go somewhere, look how you feel. You feel amazing. People will be looking at you. You get attention from those people. Oh, what if you don't want attention? If you're in college right now and you don't want attention, everybody wants attention at some point, okay? And if you're in college, you probably want the most attention. Why? Because you're going to build a good reputation. You're going to be well known. You're going to build more connections. And then that will take care of you in the future. So really dressing well or looking good, it's there for you. It's there for you to take advantage of, to use, and to basically just set yourself up best. In your social life, your personal life, your self-esteem as well. Dressing well contributes to that very well. So if you're not a person who is known for being dressy, you try it out. Try it out and let me know. And if you guys want any specific tips, like I say, I'm not claiming to be an expert by all means, but I still will be able to kind of just tell me what you guys want to know, and I'll surely talk more about it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.